G'day, it's Phil here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking through 50-cent pieces again, looking for commemorative coins, rare coins and coins worth more than face value. Again, we've got my 50-cent collection book already partly, if not completely, filled with the commemorative coins that we've found so far. All we're looking for really is the 2019 International Year of Indigenous Languages, and then we'll have the book completed. I always keep a placeholder for the round 50-cent piece, but there is very, very little likelihood of me finding that in a roll. But if I do, it's going to go there. But we'll close the book when we get the last coin. Hopefully it's today. I have another book ready to go with my placeholders in it so that we can start straight away if we need to. But got to find this one coin first. So as we go through the coins, I'll mainly be looking through the reverses, just looking for the commemorative coins. The standard type of the 50-cent piece is the Coat of Arms. And that is this coin here, the Coat of Arms. And I'll be looking through all of those at the end, just so I can have a look for coins with errors, or coins from years where there was lowly minted 50-cent pieces or no 50-cent pieces minted, such as 1986, 87, 89, 1990, 1992, and then I'll be looking for 1985 and 1993 for low mintage years. So this is the first commemorative we found. This is the 2005 secondary student competition winner for the Melbourne 2006 Commonwealth Games. In the circle within there, I'll see if we can scan in, but it does say Melbourne 2006 Commonwealth Games, and it's got the number there. That's a much better. So that's the first commemorative coin of the hunt. What I'll be doing is I'll be pulling the commemoratives out, naming them, telling you what they are. Like this one, this is a 1982, so it'll be a Commonwealth Games Brisbane 50-cent piece from 1982. And then I'll be laying it down. The next time we see that particular coin, I'll just show it to the camera like this. I won't particularly say anything about it, and then we'll move on. And that way we'll get through all the commemoratives one after the other without going too far in. Let's see if we can pull in a little bit closer so we can get the coins bigger on the screen. Try and pull the rolls off camera a little bit because it's a bit ugly, and as we get through 3 or 4 rolls, I'll then start to speed things up a little bit, and so that we can get through a little bit quicker. So there we go, that's a much better look. So 50-cent pieces, Coat of Arms. Hope everyone is doing well. It's a 96. There we have a 2016 changeover coin. So it's a Coat of Arms on the reverse, but on the obverse we have the commemorative design, which is a replication of the pre-decimal shilling, and the legend has Elizabeth II, Australia, 2016, 50 years. So that's a keeper for my collection. Not necessarily low minted, but a keeper for my collection nonetheless. And there's a 2010 Celebrate What's Great, the Australia Day commemoration from 2010. And from 2005 we have the Remembrance coin, which is the 60th anniversary of the end of World War II. And then we have the Royal Visit coin. So in 2000, Queen Elizabeth II made a visit to Australia. We commemorated that with a coin, not particularly low minted, but the effigy of the Queen was a one-off. So it's a special coin to me. I like the design. And then we have the 2003 Australia's Volunteers. It's a very busy coin, but commemorating Australia's volunteers in all walks of life and all parts of the country. So we have a row of commemorative coins at the top there. Hopefully we can get a row down the bottom of the keepers that we'd like to see. And there is a 1997, which is a lower minted 50-cent piece. I'm going to pull that out to the side because I do keep those. There's very similar numbers in mintage to the 2018, lower than normal. And I keep a few of those spare. Here's a 2000 coin. It's going to be the millennial coin. So from 2000, aside from the Queen's visit, we also celebrated the millennium. We look at this coin a little bit harder than others because there is a variant where the inner cross of the Union Jack, the St George cross, is incused, which just means it's indented into the flag, and there's a variety of that, so we look for that. And then next we have a commemoration of the marriage of Prince Charles, the Prince of Wales, and Lady Diana Spencer, and that was in 1981. There's a 2020 Jody Clark, which is relatively new. It's quite shiny and very well kept at this point. So I'm going to put that aside. That's after a little bit of a break from speeding up. Well, it's the first coin, so we'll get back into having a look at speeding up when we're not finding coins. And for the first time today, we've got a 1998 Bass Flinders. Commemorating the voyage of Matthew Flinders and George Bass. When was that? 1798 to 1998. So 200 years anniversary of that voyage. We have a 2001 coin. The 2001 coin, if we are lucky, is a state Centenary Federation coin. This is not one of those. This is the Commonwealth Coat of Arms. So in 2001, in commemoration of 100 years of Federation, we issued a number of coins that commemorated the states and territories. There's a 2021, also a very, very shiny Jody Clark with the Coat of Arms, and so I'll keep that out. And another one. So I was saying in relation to the 2001, we commemorated the states and territories as well as the Commonwealth, and so it made a 10 coin set, but the Commonwealth coin is particularly highly minted in the 40 million, so nothing special about that. But the states coins were around about 2 million to 2.5 million in proportion to the population of the states within Australia, so some low minted than others, but generally all sought after and potentially worth more than face value to a collector. So we look for those particularly. And for the first time today, we have a 1977 coin, which is the Silver Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II. What is that, 25 years in power or from coronation? I just note today that the Royal Mint in London, England, has put out details of the Platinum Jubilee, which is 50 years in power, which is next year, 2022. So I wonder if the Australian Mint's going to do anything with that, it would be highly likely I will. I don't know if there'll be anything for circulation, but I'll definitely be looking at the government gazettes where they tell us what they're going to print or mint next time, and keep an eye out for that. I'll let viewers know if I find anything. I do that on a regular basis, look at the government legislation when the Parliament sits, because they always put in the details and the descriptions of the coins as approved by Parliament before they get minted, so you get a bit of a heads up about what's coming if you know where to look. I have spoken about that before, I believe, and put the link to the legislation site. It's a very, very dry site, but again, if you like coin collecting and this sort of stuff, you may be interested in that as well. I'll shut up now. But not for long, because we have the 1994 International Year of the Family for the first time today. And there we have, for the first time today, the 2004 primary school student competition winner. So there's a primary school competition for another 50-cent piece, and the winner was then sculpted by the Royal Australian Mint onto the coin. Oh, and here's a bit of an oddity. So we've got a Fijian 50-cent piece in 1975 with the fishing boat on the common standards for Fiji. I'll put that down the bottom row. And again, as we flick it over, we see a 2001. Just as I see the date, we flick it over and we see a Centenary of Federation, the Tasmania coin. Don't see many of those. The most scarce for me here in Melbourne is the South Australian coin, but the Tasmanian coin is also a little bit hard to come by. So that's a very nice keeper. That'll definitely be going into the collection. And just like that, we're on to the last roll. Looking for the last commemorative to grace the book, the 2019 Indigenous Languages coin. It'd be nice to find that within this roll. We're finding a few 2021s this week. It's quite nice. But it doesn't look like we'll get there this time round. One last commemorative. Oh, and another one. And that's it for this week's hunt. So, a little bit skinny. This will be the plum of the hunt, really, the Centenary Federation Tasmania coin. It's a very nice coin. I will be keeping the two changeover coins, as well as I always keep the Royal Visit coins. So they'll be the coins that I'm keeping. I do notice that this Centenary Federation, this 2001 coin, is in pretty good nick. Usually they're very shabby, in very shabby shape. So I'll be keeping that because they're good to make up sets, the full 10 sets. That's also a very nice one. I might keep that. But what I'll quickly do before I bore you all to tears, I'll go through all of these and the coat of arms to look for the errors in years where there were low minted or not minted at all. And I'll be back in a second to tell you what I found. Well, I'm back again. Picked up a couple of more changeover coins from 2016. I had one 1997 low minted coin at 4.3 million. I picked up another two, so they'll go in the collection with the other low minted coins. But other than that, I've got 5 2021s, which we don't know the mintage numbers for, so I'll keep those in good order until I know the mintage of those. I've got one 2020. I've got a stack of those now, and they've slowed down a bit, so hopefully their mintage numbers will stay relatively low. I've got the Royal Visit, which I'll be keeping, and a couple of the really clean ones over here. But as I said, the plum of the hunt, the Tasmanian Centenary Federation. Didn't think I'd get a Federation coin, but late in the hunt there we found this one, so nice for the collection. Nothing for the book, unfortunately. The hunt for the Indigenous Languages coin goes on. I'll eventually get some. There was more issued this year. There's over 3 million of them now. They've got to turn up in Melbourne eventually. So, thank you very much. If you enjoyed what I've been doing, and if you liked what you've been watching, please think about pressing the subscribe button, hitting the thumbs up button, and leaving a comment. Just tell me how you collect your coins, how you noodle, and what you keep. Because not everyone keeps the same things that I keep. So, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in a couple of days when I noodle some other coins, and bye for now.